Hello Aries, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. And also please go check out the other videos that may pertain to you for your sun, moon, or rising signs. I think that will give you a much more dynamic picture of what's going on this week. Okay, let's get into it for Aries. What is it that Aries needs to know for this coming week? We start out with the Six of Discs, and we're going to just lay out the rest of our 10-card spread here. And we're also going to pull an 11th card, and that's going to be our bonus card, our confirmation card. We're just going to set this one down over here. We're not going to look at it until the very end of the reading, and we're going to see how it might tie together the whole reading or give us that confirmation that we're looking for, okay? So like I said, we are starting out with the Six of Discs today, and I think that this is telling me that there is still an issue in your life regarding the stability of your finances, the success that you feel like you've earned or that you should be experiencing, and maybe you're wondering why it's not really as successful, as abundant, as harmonious as it should be, right? So with the Six of Discs there, this is about that stability and harmony and really the beauty of the material world, right? So it's, it's like being successful and having the success that you feel like you've earned, right? Wherever you've set your sights, whatever goals that you've had, I feel like there's this little bit of a questioning about maybe why it's not here yet. What is it? What's lacking? Right? What is it that you still have left to do in order to really manifest your success? And I see this probably in terms of finances, because there are some other earth cards here, some other discs or pentacles, and we're going to get to those for sure. But just to start us out, there is that issue with the finances, with the harmony and beauty of like your physical world and the success that you feel like you should be experiencing. I feel like you are a person who is ready to move on to the next level of your success, right? Maybe you've been working at something very steadily for quite a while, and now you're ready to have that breakthrough. You're ready to really like just break out and be successful and achieve the success and the recognition and the satisfaction that you feel like you deserve and that you've earned and that you've worked really hard to attain. So I think there is a part of you that is, and it may be a large part of you, it may be kind of your whole consciousness, that is just ready for this thing to happen, right? Ready to just kind of to break through into whatever industry or whatever kind of work that you do. Again, I think you've been working steadily at it for a long time, and now you're ready to just break through. You're ready for that moment where you go from being, it's almost like when you go from being an amateur to a professional. Right? It's just that you hit that level where you finally can say, okay, I've made it. And I think that you're ready for that. And I think you've done all of the work to get that for yourself. And so we're going to find out if that's coming, what might be getting in the way of you manifesting that, and if there are any other insights here that we can find. I think that you are really looking for that stability in your life. We have the Four of Cups here, and I think that there might be an issue here where you are starting to feel some anxiety or some worry or just some concern about your future because this success hasn't quite happened yet, that you might really be looking for that safety and security, the stable emotions, the balanced kind of feelings where you don't want to be in turmoil, you don't want to be at risk or like in danger, or you don't want to have that worry, right? Because what is anxiety but the fear and anticipation of danger, right? So I think that you're really looking for this kind of calm life, this safe, secure, stable. You want to feel good about things. You just want to feel happy and good generally. You want to have your well-being, right? So I think that you're really looking for whatever it is that's going to push you into the next level of your success. In terms of your career or the work that you're doing, or whatever your focus is, right? Whatever you do day to day for work. I think that's what you're really trying to get to the next level, and I think part of that is because you want this safety and stability. Maybe you come from a home or a past, or you have a background of maybe maybe your parents struggle to make ends meet. You know, maybe it's one of those situations where you just want to be more successful than your parents. And honestly, I'm a parent as well. So, you know, when I look at my daughter, I think, well, I want her to at least be more successful than me. I want her to accomplish more or be happier or be more fulfilled or be more successful. And whatever success means, I want her to surpass me in every way possible. So maybe that's what you have a little bit of that mentality about yourself, where you want to do better for yourself and your family than maybe your parents were able to do for you. And I think that is a very positive thing, a very productive thing, a very motivating thing. And I think it has a lot to do with just having that kind of stable family, those just safe emotions, that space to really be yourself and to have a good support system to encourage you and motivate you, and for you to be that for your family as well, to be that kind of solid rock, that stabilizing force, that very protective and feel good kind of force. And we get that here with the Four of Cups, where I think this really has a lot to do with your kind of emotional foundation and your emotional stability, which I think a lot of times goes back to our childhood and the way that, we saw our parents, behaving or succeeding or not succeeding, in their work, and then we kind of take that on as adults into how we approach our work and our success, right? And the relationship that we have with our family. Now, crossing your path this week, I see this kind of older male air sign that is going to be coming into your life. And I'm not sure yet what this person is going to be bringing with them, or what message they might have, or what their purpose is. Okay, but I'm feeling this older male air sign. But secondarily, this card could be indicating that part of you that is coming, or that needs to be kind of engaged or invoked. That part of you that is more honest with their communication, that kind of has this confidence about speaking their mind, that is an effective way of getting your ideas across, your wants, your needs, your desires, your plans. I think it is a little bit about speaking up for yourself, a little bit about just kind of standing up for what you deserve and what you've earned. Maybe there's a little bit of that going on where you aren't really ready to start speaking up for yourself, or that's kind of the message that we're getting here today, is that it's time for you to start doing that a little bit more. Now, this could still involve that older male air sign energy. This could be a literal person, but I think also this is you standing up for yourself and being just confident in your opinions, confident in your communication, and really just taking charge and being in control and expressing yourself in a very strong, assertive, professional manner, right, to get things done and to manifest this Six of Discs that we're talking about, this fulfillment and satisfaction and success. All right, now the reason why I'm kind of leaning toward this being some qualities in you that I think you need to bring forth, in addition to it being that older male air sign, I think it is some qualities within you that need to be brought forth, because we have this Four of Swords in kind of the recent past, or kind of the recent things that have been factoring into this current situation. And with this Four of Swords, this is kind of disengagement from the battle, right? This is maybe shrinking away from duty, maybe not speaking up for yourself, maybe not being as strong and as assertive as the situation calls for, or that maybe afterwards you feel like, man, I should have said this, I should have done this, I should have stood up for myself, I should have XYZ. So I think that there is a little bit of that going on, where maybe you're not so willing to engage in that struggle, in that conflict, in that kind of intellectual battle, not because there is any deficiency or weakness, but I think it's because there's this desire to maintain that stability, that safe space, that calm emotional state, right? And so to have these kinds of confrontations with people might be quite upsetting. It might really get the anxiety and the stress going again. but I think that it is necessary in order for you to really break through to that next level of success that we see with the Aeon card and with that Six of Discs. I think you're ready. I think that you have the talent and the skill to break through to that next level. I think you've paid your dues, so to speak. I think that everything is really in place. I think you really just need to stand up for yourself and go out and get that, or demand that, or have that conversation with this older male air sign that is, basically just come right out and ask for what you want. And I think that you'll be surprised at what might happen. I think what's going to happen is this Ten of Cups energy, and this is fulfillment, satisfaction. This is the joy and love and emotions and satisfaction, and just like an overwhelming joy. It's like the tears of joy, okay? And I think that's going to be the result of taking advantage of the situation now and really bringing forth this energy and this skill and this talent and this communication and this confidence. Bring that forth from you, and I think you're going to be crying tears of joy, basically. I mean, just to use a cliche like that is funny, but it's true. I think that it's really going to be such a satisfying experience, not even in terms of, well, you're going to get that success that you've been expecting, wanting, earning, working hard for. You're going to get that, yeah, but that's not what's going to bring the tears of joy. I think bringing the tears of joy is going to be just that feeling that you have, that satisfaction when you stand up for yourself and you speak your mind and you kind of demand what is owed to you, and you are just that confident and outspoken. And I think that is what is really going to bring you this happiness and satisfaction and joy and just pride in yourself for having done that. Okay, so I think that's kind of the way forward in this situation. Now, don't forget to hit that like button, and please subscribe to this channel, especially if this reading is resonating with you. It really helps out a lot for all the subscriptions and all the interaction from you folks. I thank you so much. I really do. Now, moving on here, we also have the Nine of Discs, and this to me is, I think over here on this side of our spread today, we're really talking about the movement forward. Once you take care of this situation with, kind of standing up for yourself and being more outspoken, I think you're going to start to see the success is going to come very quickly. And this Nine of Discs is called gain. And this is the building up of your physical nature. This is the building up of your confidence and just your atmosphere and your air of just pride and confidence and just power, right? And strength. And I think people are going to start to see that in you. And furthermore, this is literally the money coming in. This is literally like getting the promotion, getting the paycheck, getting that new revenue stream, and things are going to start building up. You're going to start having that coming in. Okay, so a twofold message there to kind of keep an eye on and keep that in the back of your brain for when this really does start to shift and you start to notice these changes happening. I think the relationships that you have now, I think they haven't been working for you, and we've kind of already talked about this, but this card is kind of echoing that. This is the Seven of Swords, and this is saying that you've had these relationships, let's say with the owners or the bosses or the superiors or the people in charge of this situation. You've had these relationships with them probably for some time, but it hasn't really been paying off. You haven't been getting the advancement or the promotions or climbing the ladder as you feel you should be, or getting the recognition that you feel you should get. And I think that has to do a lot with just the communication style and the way that you might prefer to disengage from a heated discussion or an argument or something like that in order to just kind of maintain the stability and the peace, right? You like to keep the peace, you don't like to rock the boat. I understand that. But I think that method has been preventing you from getting this advancement, okay? And the Seven of Swords, the key word here is that futility. It's that, keep trying the same methods to make progress or to advance or to get ahead. It hasn't been working, so that tells me that something needs to change. Something needs to be brought about differently or approached from a different angle. The only thing different here would be if we were to see maybe the Hanged Man card, which we don't have. But in this case, it's a lot of air energy, a lot of swords here. So we have swords. We have 4 sword cards just right here. And this is saying that it's really about communication and the way that you're expressing yourself. Okay, and we saw the Four of Swords here, and now we're getting the Seven of Swords energy. Next, we have the Eight of Swords. And I think this is more of your concern, your kind of self-censoring. This is a little bit of caution on your part. I think that you're really hesitant to rock the boat because you feel like you might say something you regret. You think you might kind of shoot yourself in the foot a little bit, or just put your foot in your mouth, either one. But I think what that means is that you're afraid to kind of make things worse. You're afraid that you might try to bring forth this kind of Knight of Swords energy that we were talking about by being more confident, more outspoken, and really going after what you want and communicating that and expressing that with confidence and strength. I think you're worried that if you do that, it might backfire, and you might actually make things worse somehow, right? So I think that's kind of in the back of your mind, and that might be one reason why you tend towards this Four of Swords, which is just kind of disengaging, disarming, diffusing the situation, and just kind of trying to keep the peace. Because I think maybe that lack of confidence that you possibly have is preventing you from really being that outspoken person, and that's kind of keeping you where you are in this financial situation or this career situation that you're in. So look to see if that kind of fear or worry or concern is resonating with you, because I really think with all these swords here that it is something along those lines. In the distant future or the projected outcome or the kind of long-term situation, we do see another four, which is interesting. We had the Four of Cups showing that there's emotional stability that you need and that you're going after and that you want in your life. We see that there is kind of the situational stability, which is just like the not rocking the boat, not stirring things up, and just trying to keep things calm and peaceful. And that goes right along, obviously, with this Four of Cups. And then we have the Four of Discs. So I think that part of you is starting to just get comfortable where you are. And that, again, could be just, I think it's part of this whole situation that we have with the fours. And that is just wanting to keep the stability, keep comfortable, stay where you're safe, stay where you feel the safest, and there's less friction and less turmoil and less hostility, and things are just stable and secure and calm and peaceful, not rocking the boat, all of those things. And I think you're starting to get comfortable now in your physical space, in your financial situation, in the position that you hold in your career. You might be just kind of settling in and just saying, well, maybe this is for the better, maybe this is where I belong, maybe I should just stay kind of at this level, and I think you understand. But there is this Aeon card or Judgment card that is urging you on to break through. This is like your inner fire that just wants to transcend and just bust through to the next level. So I think that while you are going to have this kind of stable position, this stability, the fours are a really good card. There's nothing exciting coming in to ruin it or to mess things up or to sabotage it or to threaten it or anything like that. It's just they're very stable cards. But there's nothing exciting, there's nothing more, there's nothing transcendent, there's nothing beyond that just kind of basic square box. Okay, so this a little bit is thinking outside the box, but more like acting outside the box, taking yourself completely outside of that box and transcending the box itself, right? So this is that stability that you have in the financial and physical world that I think is good to have, but you also have this desire, this drive to get something more and to transcend that. So I think that's kind of where the cards today are urging you this week, is to look for ways to kind of remedy all of this swords energy and just speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself, have that confidence and that strength in your communication style, and really go out there and demand what is yours, right? We are going to take a look now at this confirmation card, and we haven't looked at that. I don't know what this is, and just see if this gives us that confirmation that we're looking for. Okay, well, this is the Ace of Wands. I think this is a really good confirmation, and for one reason, maybe a couple reasons, but the primary reason is that we had this Eon card, or Judgment card. This card rules the element of fire, rules the wands. This is the Ace of Wands. This is the Fire card. So these two cards really go together. So if you have this drive, if you have this this unconscious just drive, this kind of coming from another world that's just pushing you to break through this square box that you're in and to transcend and to really go to the next level. This is a confirmation of that. This is saying that, yes, you can put that into action. You can bring this energy forth from your subconscious and bring it into your conscious mind, bring it into your external world, and really make things happen because you're able to take that unconscious drive and manifest it. And this is manifesting everything that you desire. And so this to me is a wonderful confirmation because we have this as like your kind of unconscious urging from another world, like pushing you forward to transcend. And then this is you really expressing that into the physical world on this plane, the physical plane, in this career or job or this work that you're doing. I think you could really bust through to that other side, that next level. And this is the confirmation of that. So really a wonderful reading today with all of this air here. I really think that we needed this fire to come in and take control of things. And this is that confidence and enthusiasm and this kind of like inextinguishable fire, this just enduring strength and passion and power that we get with the fire cards, especially the Ace of Wands. It's like the highest form of that fire energy, okay? And I think that you have it. You just need to bring it forth from within you, and that's part of what this Eon or Judgment card is saying to you this week. Aries, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. This was your weekly tarot forecast on Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you want to stick around for the extended version, you can become a member of this channel, and all of the information is down in the description box. Thank you so much.